video, we are going to look at how Ryan Trahan has changed over the last 4 years in his storytelling techniques, covering his ability to engage viewers through sound, set design, storytelling structures, and hidden motivations. But first, let's set some context. Now, everyone knows that Ryan Trahan's 30-day penny series last year was a mind-blowing feat that's revived the once thought to be over daily vlog format.
I really am ending the vlog.
This will not be a daily vlog channel anymore.
But are you aware that he did something similar back in 2019 in the form of a 3-day penny series?
I'm gonna turn this penny into $1 billion, or at least enough to survive, eat, fill up my gas tank.
Now the interesting thing is this, if you look at this chart, this was the point where he did his 3-day penny series, and you can tell it made no difference to the momentum. And this was the point where he did his 30-day penny series, huge momentum from this point on. And that sparked an idea in me. If I could compare these two penny series side by side and analyze the differences, I would be unlocking the secret to Ryan's YouTube success. So what I did was that I rewatched both series over and over again, analyzing what are the differences and changes he made over the years. And I think I've got it. The first thing that Ryan changed over the years is the careful use of sound design. Now back in 2019, Ryan hardly uses much sound effects or music in his videos. If you looked at the first video of the penny series then, you can see that there was some music at the start and then hardly anything after that. Even the choice of music then, oh man, it was not good. He simply threw in some corporate office music that sounded like this.
But first I'll use this whiteboard to explain the rules.
Fast forward to his recent penny series, the sound design was phenomenal. Take a look at how much sound and music he uses throughout the first video in comparison. Not only that, but the choice of music and effects were very intentional. He had the ominous effect for the Great Reset.
The Great Reset.
He had the casual B-roll music, and not forgetting the iconic theme song to the whole series.
Okay.
I don't know why, but whenever I hear that theme song, it gives me the same feeling as when Frodo left the Shire in Lord of the Rings. And indeed, Ryan was very intentional in creating that sense of adventure in his choice of music. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, once said, "The sound and music are 50% of the entertainment in the movie." In fact, do you know that in most films, there is between 45 to 120 minutes of music? If music and sound design is that important in movies to create emotions, well, surely the same must apply for YouTube videos, right? Along the lines of sound design, you can notice a difference in the set design, or what I call the travel vlog effect. Now back in 2019, the choice of location was more coincidental than intentional. He just filmed himself in his local town, I think. So the entire video series was just him at home, at the store buying goods to sell, at the park, or just along the neighborhood streets. And that is fine if it's just for one video. But if it's going to be a big series, that isn't going to cut it. The locations need to be both iconic and varied. So what does Ryan do? For this recent penny series, he not only planned to cover many cities in America, but if you notice, he intentionally went to the iconic spots in each city. He went to Venice Beach, the Las Vegas Strip. In Colorado, he went to some nice park. He captured the skyline in Denver. He went to the Coors Field Stadium, Barton Springs in Austin, some festival in Austin.
What is the worst vegetable?
Broccoli.
Asparagus. Thank you.
As well as Broadway Street in Nashville. In this way, not only does it differentiate one video to the other, but Ryan has just turned this series into a challenge video plus a travel vlog in a way. Very smart indeed. And that conveniently leads me to the way Ryan adds layers to the story's motivation. I think this can be best explained with a chart. Each layer equals to one reason to watch or one curiosity to answer. Back in 2019, the main layer of the story is this: can he survive for 3 days starting with a single penny? Now fast forward to 2022, that layer remains and is now 30 days of survival starting with a single penny. Now the second layer is this: what different methods can Ryan make money from? That layer also remains in 2022. But this is where things get different. In the recent penny series, he adds the third layer of: will he not only survive, but will he reach MrBeast in 30 days? And then the fourth layer: will he reach his fundraising goal of raising 1 million meals for Feeding America? And lastly, he has the travel vlog motivation. Just as how a normal travel vlog works, people will be curious as to where will he go, who will he meet, what will he see, and what will he do. By increasing the layers, there is more curiosity and more questions to answer. And other successful creators do this too. MrBeast in his Reacts channel, not only is he reacting to funny videos, but he usually adds another challenge in his video to create another layer.
If you can guess what happens in each clip, you get a point. If you have the most points by the end of this video, you win a hot tub. A hot tub?
Going back to the layers of motivation, I would like to highlight the one about fundraising. Now this layer is so important because it answers the question: why does this series matter to Ryan? Why should the audience care? Back in 2019, the reason for making the penny series was simply to see if he can survive for 3 days starting with a single penny. But do we know why he wants to try this challenge? Well, not really. Fast forward to the recent series, it isn't just about surviving anymore. It communicates that the reason for the penny series is for fundraising. It is for a cause that mattered to him. Plus, because the penny was about to go extinct, this series was one last hurrah before the penny goes extinct.
I only have 30 days to deliver MrBeast this penny because they're going extinct next year and there's no way he has one.
As a viewer, now I care about why he is doing this challenge and why the video matters to him. And if I buy into these two reasons, I will more likely watch because the video has purpose and meaning, making us care for the penny series. Even in his recent video about excavating dinosaur bones, he made us care by telling us the story of how he once presented a fake dinosaur bone back in school, and now he wants to right that wrong with Miss McCain.
You may be wondering why I'm out here in the first place. When I was in the 2nd grade, I brought in a fossil for show and tell. It was this fake fossil. I've gone my entire life haunted by the fact that I lied to my favorite teacher. That teacher's name was Miss McCain. I want to surprise her with a real dinosaur fossil and $10,000.
And in the Pokemon video, the motivation was about reminiscing playing Pokemon back in his childhood and now wanting to experience that again.
Pokemon has evolved so much since I was a kid. But that's alright, I'm an adult now. I bought my own Nintendo Switch. And
I know it's not always easy to link why the video matters to me, the creator, but doing so adds purpose and authenticity. Next, looking back at the penny series in 2019, there was a huge problem in the storytelling. By the end of his day 1, he had already turned his 1 penny to $57. Do you see why that is deeply concerning to the overall story? Now, if you take reference to the layers of motivation for this series, the whole point of the series is to see if Ryan can survive on a single penny for 3 days, and what are the ways he can make money from nothing. Or if he can turn a single penny to $57 in a day, he can just keep doing that for the remainder of days. Now sure, it wasn't easy, but there and then the story ended. He has already showed different ways to make money. What's the motivation for keep watching the rest of the series? By the first day, the challenge has been overcome, the climax has been reached, the curiosity of the audience has been satisfied. But comparing that to his recent 30-day series, Ryan has changed the mechanism to which this challenge series works. He uses the fundraising as a way to meaningfully introduce challenge and suspense to the story. If anytime someone donates $50,000, Ryan's wallet resets to a single penny.
The Great Reset has been activated by none other than Paul Dodds.
matter how easy it is to make money on day 1, 2 or 3, it can all be gone tomorrow. And if he keeps getting reset, maybe he won't make it to MrBeast in 30 days. Because of this challenge and suspense, you can be sure that the climax of the story will be at the end of the 30 days series. A vast improvement to the storytelling if you ask me. The last change that Ryan made to the recent series was to deliver a message of inspiration. Wherever he goes, he intentionally asks the people he meets for a message of hope.
If you had the chance to just say one thing to the world, what would it be?
If you guys, anybody going through hard times right now, like just straight up be positive and keep moving forward and keep your head up.
Just go for it, and if it doesn't work out, you know, that's fine.
If you had a platform to just say one thing to the world, what would you say?
Get the most out of every experience.
Never give up, never let down.
Be kind.
Talk to more people.
Leave the place better than you found it.
If you're a picky eater, don't be. Try good food. This is important.
In addition to that, he makes an effort to interact and connect with the people he meets along the way. He doesn't need to, but he chooses to go out of his way to interact and interview people.
But I actually really enjoy just interacting with people, talking to people.
In Austin, he rented a pedal board and went around the stream interviewing and catching balls with people.
Guys, what the heck is going on?
Just trying to enjoy the concert right now.
In Nashville, as he was drawing caricatures of people for money, he's talking to them while trying to concentrate on drawing.
How long? How long have you been dating? Off and on since 7th grade!
Now he's so good at making people's day that crowds of people are drawn to him. By including them in the story and by spreading the joy that Ryan carries, it brings life to his city and it does inspire the viewers in a way.
So the interaction between the people you meet is just, for me, it's just very fulfilling.
It tells the audience that, hey, I'm not just here to survive and make a cool video. I'm here to make people's day. And that is inspirational. That is not something he was doing back in 2019. If you enjoyed watching this video, do subscribe or do whatever you do on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one.